Here's a thought experiment for you. Imagine that you have been invited by your friend for a party. You're excited about it, so you decide to wear the most expensive shoes and clothes that you have. You're all dressed up nice and tidy, and you're ready to go. After driving for a while, you hear a child crying. You get out of the car to see what's happening. You find out that the child is actually drowning in the pond. What would you do in such a situation? Well, a person with a sane mind and a heart would definitely jump into the pond to save the child. Or if he doesn't know swimming, he would definitely call a person to help the child. The point is that he wouldn't leave the child in such a situation. He would not care for the expensive shoes and clothes that he had on, and would also not care about being late for the party. So you've saved the child. But here's the catch. If you're obligated to save the life of a child in need, is there a fundamental difference between saving a child in front of you and one on the other side of the world? What this means is that we all know that there are millions of children dying of hunger in many parts of the world. Is there any moral difference between saving a child drowning in front of you and one starving in some far-off land? The cost of the ruined shoes and clothes in the experiment is comparable to the cost of a donation. And if the value of the shoe is irrelevant, then the price of the charity is irrelevant too. If you would save the nearby child, why would you not save the one who is far off? These are the questions posed by the Australian philosopher Peter Singer in his book, The Life You Can Save, in which he argues that the citizens of rich nations are behaving immorally if they do not act to end poverty that they know exists in underdeveloped nations. Well, Peter's thought experiments has critics too. Most of them say that a drowning child that one is able to observe before his own eyes is a completely different sort of situation than a child who is starving in a far-off land that we cannot even see, and that they require different solutions which impose different obligations. Well, what do you think about this? Let us know in the comments below.